let's um let's get it started. Number five. I just want to talk about a few things tonight. A few things that I've been thinking about. So here we go. First one is this. I'm gonna go back to the politics for a couple of minutes. Today, the wonderful Rhode Island governor came on for her weekly COVID-19 briefing. Give us all the wonderful news about how many people are sick, how many cases, and it's not good. But she also said that they're expecting late December at least 29,000 doses of the COVID-19 vaccine that will be given to healthcare workers, frontline workers, first responders. That's great. Still don't know what's going to happen, who's going to get it, what's it going to do to them. But again, I don't think I'm going to get it right away, even though for my job we probably should, but I'm going to hold off. There was also a lot of talk about her going to Washington, D.C. to work with Biden. Apparently she was one of two people being thought of for the Health and Human Services Secretary. Apparently it's the governor and some retired Surgeon General, I'm not sure of the name. My thought on that is, shouldn't the person who is the Health and Human Services Secretary maybe be a physician for the health part of it? No? A physician, a Surgeon General, instead of a straight up politician? In my opinion, I think, yeah, that'd be a great idea, because as far as I'm concerned, what does this governor know about medicine? She's not a doctor, she's a politician. She may be a lawyer too, I don't know, but that doesn't mean shit, because a fucking lawyer is not going to do anything for Health and Human Services. So that remains to be seen. She did say something, a reporter asked her today if she was thinking about it, if she would go, and she claims that she's not going to be the pick. But the way she was talking about how this 2-week pause is going to do so good and the cases are going to go down, that tells me that within political circles, all the numbers are going to go down to make her look good. So they might just pick her. Either way, I don't give a shit, because she's all done in a year anyway, so we'll have somebody else up in the State House fucking this state up, because quite frankly, politicians get into politics for self-gratification reasons. They want to feel important. Look at me, I'm a senator, I'm a rep, I'm a congressman. Whoop-de-fucking-do. You want to get elected, that's fantastic. You want to dedicate your life to politics and government and helping people, that's great. But fucking do something. Don't go up there and sit there with your hands, with your thumb in your ass and do nothing. Because that's not why you were elected. People counted on you, listened to your fucking stories while you were campaigning. Go up there and try to do something. Don't just go up there to get a fancy license plate for your car. It's bullshit. That's why I'm not that big of a fan of politicians, especially in Rhode Island. So that's my little take on the COVID thing right now. Hopefully the numbers will go down, and we'll see. We'll see what happens. I know they did say that they're using some of the field hospitals for patients. They're moving some patients there, which is fucked, which means the hospital staffs are totally overworked, because they're probably moving them back and forth from field hospitals to the regular hospitals. So those people need some help too. So maybe this government will do something for these folks and get some help out there to lend a hand with this pandemic that's ongoing now. Okay, with that said, I want to talk about something totally different. Last Saturday night on pay-per-view, there was some boxing. Now, I'm not a boxer, never been a boxer, never want to be a boxer, have no interest in it, but I like to watch it. It was Mike Tyson, Roy Jones Jr. main event exhibition. And quite frankly, I think Mike Tyson won every round in that fight. They called it a draw. Why, I don't know. I guess it's an exhibition, but who knows. But I think Tyson showed that he he still got it at his age. I mean, I don't know about younger guys, but he did well against Roy Jones Jr., who was also a former world champion. But that's not what really this is about. It's about the celebrity boxing, the YouTube celebrities who all are into the boxing game now. Jake Paul, who is a social media star, I guess you want to say. I'm not sure what else he does. But he is a fighter now. And he fought Nate Robinson, a retired NBA player, athlete or something. He's like 35, 36 years old. I think the kid Paul is like 23. He went in there and he knocked this fucking guy Robinson out in the first round or second round. I don't even know. But he knocked him out, and he knocked him out fucking good. So after that, it's all hype. He's hyped up. He starts talking. He immediately calls out Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor, the MMA champion. What in his mind, what wheels are turning in his mind that makes him think that he's had 2, 3, 4 celebrity fights that he can get in a ring with someone like Conor McGregor and have any chance of survival? It's probably for the money. It'll be a huge hype fight. Conor McGregor's largely popular. And the kid Paul is a popular kid. I don't know how many millions of followers he has on socials. But come on, seriously. And how much are people willing to pay to see this fight? I think McGregor should just say, yeah, he'll come out and just go in there and beat the fuck out of this kid and get it over with. But is it really worth his time? I'm sure if they offer him $50, $75 million, it'll be worth his time. He probably won't even have to train for it because this kid is not a professional champion caliber fighter, in my opinion. And fighting somebody like Conor McGregor, I don't care if it's boxing, MMA, I know McGregor's not a boxer. He will fucking destroy this kid, in my opinion, and I think it's a bad move. Even if they pay the kid Paul a lot of money, a lot of money, what good is the money if you're a vegetable after getting your head pounded in by the likes of McGregor? Tell me. Is it really worth it? I don't think so. And then there's his brother, Logan Paul, who's also very popular on social media. He has a podcast called Impulsive that's gigantic. And it's great. I love the kid. I think the kid's funny. I think he's a great talent. I think he's a great interviewer. And his partner, Mike Malak, kid from Connecticut who became best friends with Logan. He's a hot shit. He's a great guy. He put out a book, and I got his book and I read it. He was an addict for a long time, and he turned his life around like 150%. And they've been talking about the Logan coming out and fighting somebody big, champion fighter. And Floyd Mayweather was mentioned. Now, with that said, why, again, would Logan think that he could fight Floyd Mayweather? 50-0, a world champion in several different weight classes. Who's telling you to, go out, call this guy out? You got a good shot. You hit hard. You can knock him out. Are you fucking kidding me? So he did. He called him out, telling him that he wants to fight him. And Mayweather's response basically was, I'm going to put the bitch on you like I did to McGregor, because we all know McGregor fought Mayweather in a boxing match and Mayweather won. But I don't understand the social media celebrities. What are they thinking? These kids are making millions of dollars just doing what they do, clothing lines, podcasts, whatever endeavors they're in. They're making a ton of money. And I get that they love boxing, but why the fuck do you want to risk just the injury alone getting in a ring with somebody like Mayweather or McGregor makes no sense to a logical thinker. I do understand again that it's probably worth millions of dollars, but is it really worth it when you're eating out of a tube? I don't think so. And I hope that people close to him will tell him, listen, bro, you want to fight, you keep fighting the other celebrities. You're making a lot of money doing it. Don't be calling out these big time fighters because it's not going to be pretty. It'll be exciting. A lot of people will be interested in it, but it's not going to be pretty. He's going to get fucking hurt. So with that, Jose Canseco comes out on Twitter when Logan's talking about the fights, and he says he would fight either Paul brother because they haven't fought anybody. They've only fought these other social media celebrities. And I'm thinking, really? You're like 56 years old, retired baseball player. Who did you ever fight? And what makes you think now you can go beat this kid Logan, who's like 26 maybe? But he really wants to fight Logan because Logan is his daughter's ex-boyfriend. So he said, he preferred to fight Logan, or he'd fight Jake, but he'd prefer the older brother. So in true Logan Paul fashion, he tweeted back, I'd love to do it. I love smashing Cansecos. Well, we all know what that means. So that started the Twitter war. Now Canseco's on fire. He's going to call on professional boxers to train him, and he wants this thing to happen. I don't know if that one would be worth millions of dollars, but does he even think he has a chance against a young kid like that who's actually had some fighting experience? I say no. Yeah, he's a big guy, but come on. I don't understand why these people, professional athletes, retired, or whatever, want to get into a sport at the age they are and risk just getting fucked up. I mean, they don't understand how hurt they can get by doing something like that. It just doesn't make any sense to me. I would definitely watch it. I'm not saying I wouldn't watch it, but quite frankly, I think it'd be embarrassing for these YouTubers and these retired athletes to try to fight championship caliber fighters. What makes you think you can train for 3, 4, 5 months and get in shape to get in there and do what they do? No, these champions been fighting since they could walk. That's their life. That's what they do. So I'm going to wait and see. I go back and forth on Twitter and I look for this shit because it's entertaining. And it gives me something to talk about besides miserable politics. So if anybody has any thoughts on this, leave it in my comments. And maybe we can talk about it a little bit because I think it's fucking crazy that these guys want to do this shit. I can see, of course, Tyson and Jones. Yeah, they're fighters. Yeah, they're retired, but they're fucking professional boxers, world champion boxers. That's fine. But when these YouTube celebrities want to get into this shit, just to get their name out there more, it makes no sense. I really don't think they're comprehending what can happen to them if they get hit and they get hit hard and they fall and they get knocked the fuck up. They can get fucking hurt. And it could be long lasting hurt. So what good is $100 million if you're in a chair eating out of a tube and you got somebody wiping your ass 24 hours a day? You can have $100 billion and it's not going to fucking do anything for you. So I'm going to wait and see. I know there's going to be a lot of talk about it. I guess I got nothing else to do when I look at my phone. I read that shit, but I look at it and I think it's funny that it's so popular and it's causing a buzz on social. So I'm gonna wait and see. So if anybody has any thoughts on this, leave it in my comments, and I'll bring it up again if you have any questions. Again, I'm not a boxing expert, but I'll talk about it. I'll talk about anything. I'll make it fun, you know. So that's about it for today. I just want to come out here and talk about this quickly. And I'm hoping you guys like it. And if you do, hit the like button. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, hit the subscribe button. I'd appreciate it. And if you know anybody who might like this kind of content, tell them to subscribe to it. Because it'll get better. Again, I'm a new content creator, so I got a long way to go. But it's going to get better. And I'm getting a lot of ideas. So we'll make it more entertaining. Okay, so that's all for today. My name is Chris, and this is my podcast I like to call No Limits. And we'll talk to you soon. Have a great night.